Okay, hey everyone. Hopefully you're in a good situation. Today I'm going to explain the obtaining consent. So first of all, there are some certain content. The first one is privacy, cognition, understanding of the patient, and then consent signing. The first thing, privacy. Okay, so at first place, you gotta agree with the patient, ensure the privacy, alone or with relatives or friends. Ask, what the heck? Wait, okay, ask if you can talk free in front of the relatives or ask for private audience with the patient. Okay, so this is the next step, ensure the privacy. Self-introducing, which means just say for example, I'm Sarah and I wanted to take your consent upon this procedure. Just introduce yourself, right? So just in the privacy, create the patient, ensure the privacy, and then introduce yourself. The other step, which is cognition of the patient, to understand the cognition status of the patient. So ensure that the patient is sane, proper age, not a child or not a so old, information processing capabilities. So he could understand the information that you're gonna give well, and he could understand it. Okay, and then this is the patient. You gotta check all of these, sane, proper age, information processing capabilities. Okay, and then explain the procedure and understandable language, which means if it's surgery or endoscopy. So just if it's surgery, for example, just say to him that we're gonna do an operation for you, and then explain the details about it. Or if it endoscopy, just say it in so easy or simple language that the patient could understand. So explain the procedure in understandable language. Then list patient option to do endoscopy or take the medicine, for example. This is the cognition. So after just share the status of the patient, explaining the procedure, and then listing the option that is available for the patient condition. Explain the risk and possible side effects. This comes at last thing, which is the least. So the risk and possible side effects of this procedure, whether it's an endoscopy, operation, or even take a medicine, specific medicine or particular medicine. So this is the cognition. Just ensure the status of the patient, explain the procedure, understandable language so that the patient could understand, could just process all of these information and know exactly what it is. Then list the patient options, whether there's a certain a procedure that could be done instead of these, list the patient options. And the last thing, explain the risk and possible side effects, right? So if it's a certain drug, just say all of these side effects. This could harm your health. This could do a lot of not a good things for your health. So just you gotta explain all of these in cognition step. Okay, so cognition, ensure the patient is sane. Explain the procedure, list the patient options. Explain the risk and possible side effects. Okay, all right. Let me check if the mic is working. Okay, that's good. Okay, the other thing that is confirm the patient understanding, which means do you understand your illness? Tell me how much you know about the procedure. What do you know about the procedure? What do you know about this procedure, this endoscopy, this operation, this medicine, whatever. What are concerns you have about this procedure, right? What do you know? What are the concerns and the problems and the thing that really scare you? Okay, so just check the understanding of the patient for this illness, and tell how much you know about this procedure and what are the concerns that you have. What do you expect from this procedure? What are you gonna just become to you? What is the consequences of this procedure? Do you understand your options? Do you understand the risk associated with the procedure? So basically, here you gotta check the understanding of the patient of all of these, whether for the illness, the procedure, the concerns, the consequences, and the options and the risks. Okay, so do you understand your illness? Really, like what do you know about the arthritis? What do you know about this cancer, type of cancer? Is any of your relative has been affected with? Um, Tell me how much you know about this procedure, this sort of endoscopy, cancer, chemotherapy, this particular drug. So, how much do you know about this thing? What are the concerns you have? What makes you scary? What are the fears that you're gonna you have against this thing? So what are the concerns that you have? Do you have some sort of thing that happened to any of your relative, or you've seen something such, or something like this? So what are the concerns? Okay, so just understand the illness, just how much do you know about the procedure, the concern, what do you expect from this procedure, what do you expect, do you think that it's gonna be better your situation after this procedure? Sorry, just, I mean, understanding what do you expect from this procedure, right? Okay. Then do you understand your option? If you said to him there's another operation or there's a certain medication that you could take, and then it's an option if you want. So do you understand really all of what I've said to you? Do you understand the risk associated with the procedure? Okay. For example, if you say to him hematuria. Okay. So do you know what does it mean? Or if you explain to him in another hard language, so you gotta break it simple, break it down for him so he could digest all of these informations, right? So do you understand of the patient? Do you understand your illness? Tell me how much you know about your procedure. What are the concerns that you do have? What do you expect from this procedure? Just after the concerns. Do you understand your options, right? Um, do you understand the risk associated with this procedure? So all of these have to be told to the patient, right? Okay, the last thing, the consent signing. Okay, so ensure the patient is signing by his free will. There's not anyone said to him that you gotta sign here or you'll be called. No. It's not like that. It's he has the freedom to sign if he wants or not. So ensure the patient is signed up by his free will. Ensure patient can give consent. He's an adult, not a kid. He could his mentality is good, everything is good. So just check that out. Signing the document by patient and you and waiting. So this is the last step, which give your signature, the patient's signature, and that's it. We're done. And greeting thank you or something like this. I don't know, but yeah, just like this. Okay, the consent signing. Ensure the patient is signed by his free will. The patient can give the consent. He's an adult. He's a he could just handle all of these responsibilities, right? And then just sign the document, and the patient as well, and just greet each other. So this is the consent signing. Okay, so to recap what we've covered here so far: obtaining consent OSKE. Here are the steps: the privacy, the first thing, and then cognition and understanding, the patient understanding. Check if the patient understands or not. he just tried to make things go, and he doesn't know what it is or what the next step is. So it's so important to understand the patient. He understand every single step that you're gonna be, he's gonna do or something. So because he's the one that we're operating all of these on. Okay, consent signing, the last thing, which is on the procedure. So the privacy number one, while taking the consent upon procedure, certain procedure. Let's say that we have an endoscopy or an operation for a certain thing, okay, or cancer or whatever. So the privacy, like after greeting the patient, ensure the privacy, and tell the patient about yourself, right? And then because it is so hard to get to the patient, like hey, like I need to take your consent, and you just entered the room. No, it is not all like this, because you gotta like greet the patient, ensure the privacy, introduce yourself, and then just all of these have to be done at first, and then like the last thing. Okay, then the cognition, ensure the patient is sane, appropriate information processing capabilities, or just explain the procedure, understandable language, list the patient option, explain risk and possible side effects. So that cognition means to give the patient the information that he needs upon the procedure that he's gonna do, right? So like just to inform him about the procedure, to explain the procedure in a very simple way, and just the options for the patient, explain the risk and possible side effects. This is all in the cognition step. The third step is the understand of the patient. So do you understand your illness? Really? Like, do you understand what the breast cancer is? Do you understand what the colon cancer is? Do you understand like what arthritis is? So all of these like etc. Like, tell me how much you know about the procedure. How much do you know about this certain endoscopy that we're gonna apply? So, like, after just asking the patient about his illness, right? What are your concern about it? What do you expect from this procedure? Is it going to benefit you, or just it is waste of time and it has not effect, or gotta like ask these questions like expect from the procedure. Then do you understand your options? Do you understand the risk associated with the procedure? Like you must proceed all of these by understand. Do you understand? Just to ensure that the patient understand every single word. The consent signing, like just ensure the patient is signing by his free will. Ensure patient can give consent. Sign the document, you and the patient, right? So that's all. Privacy, cognition, and understanding and signing. Cognition, it means all the patient, all the information that the patient needs, you gotta give him to the patient, right? This is what does cognition mean. Understanding, like to ensure the patient understanding, whether he understands the thing that you've said to him or not. This is the last step. Okay, like you may wonder, like, why do we want simply to take the patient consent upon something? Okay, but you gotta explain every single word. You gotta explain your procedure yourself. A lot of things have to proceed. All of these things have to be in the first place. Okay, so it is not like, hey, I wanna take your consent about this thing. The patient doesn't know anything about it. No. You just gotta explain every single word in a very simple way, and to ensure that the patient understands your speech. So simple, so easy, so everything will go smooth then. Okay, so privacy, cognition, understanding, and signing. That was for the obtaining the consent. Thank you very much.